Good morning, welcome and welcome back to Paper, Paint, and Spaceships. It is December 10th and I'm up before the sun again, but it is just light enough outside to tell that it is a beautiful misty morning in the trees. I am going to go over last year's Inkvent, and we're going to try and keep it quicker than yesterday because holy moly. Okay, so in 2019 there was Winter Miracle, which is a purple with gold sheen and blue shimmer. Let's see if I can get the sheen there. In 2022 there's Peach Punch, which I think at the time was probably my least favorite of that year. Like when I opened it, I was a little disappointed, but it's kind of grown on me. 2023 is Dusted Truffle, which I have pulled out to show in comparison to a couple of this year's. It is a grayish brown pale ink with silver shimmer. It does make me want chocolate. And then last year is Velvet Emerald, which is a teal with just a little bit of red sheen. This is, again, it's basically a standard, but there's just a little bit of sparkle from where it was resting against Moonbeam. So those are the previous Inkvents. Now on to this year. Before I go on to today, I do want to say that wishing tree, I did look it up. Yesterday I was thinking of bottle trees in the US, which is actually a tradition that we got via the slave trade, basically. There are so many traditions that we have that we got that way. But the wishing tree is actually a Christmas time tradition that immediately preceded pine Christmas trees. So it's basically this like adorned bough that people wished on. And it's from the UK to color everyone shocked, because Diamine is also from the UK. So let's pull out the Inkvent calendar. And what's today? Today is the 10th, and I'm having trouble finding it. It is up here. Let me pull this out so that we can actually get this on. Yeah, here we go. Here's the 10th. I just realized that I did not share any predictions, but that's okay. I have forgotten them anyway. So, Chilly Nights, which looks like it's going to be a blue, so. All right. Chilly Nights, which is a star bright. So it is a chilly, star-filled night. Let's go ahead and shake this up a little bit. There we go. All suspended. that is a really smooth writer. It, with the flex nib, I can't really get a feel for it, how it works with the shimmer, but I can get a feel for how the base ink itself goes down on the page. And this one's really nice. I did not put down as fine a line, perhaps, as some of the others. All right, I've got an eyedropper, and it is quite a lot of ink, but oh boy, I have made a mistake. Here we go. Let's see if I can do this without getting it everywhere. Yeah, so this is going to be a blue-black, and I cannot wait to see how that shimmer dries. Let's get the plastic cleaned off just a bit. Ooh, that shimmer. All right, and before I go on and wax too poetic about how pretty I think this is, because I do think it's pretty, I'm going to put this ink off to the side and set this over. Whoa. Whoa. Set this over here so I don't get distracted. And pull out the Colorverse calendar. So here we go. Here's 10. Aquarius Whispers. Whoa. Oops. Oh no. Well, that was bound to happen. Anyways, Aquarius Whispers reflects the element of water that characterizes Aquarius, evoking the gentle ripples and tranquil movements of water. I suppose that's as good as any theme. Oh. That's a shame. Anyways, shall we pull this back out? And I'm going to try not to get distracted. It appears to be a standard. So no need to shake. I'm just going to open it up. This one goes down pretty well too. Aquarius Whispers. It is a beautiful teal. It does make me think of Velvet Emerald from 2020, what was last year, 3? Yep, sure does. Okay. Let's try not to get all of the ink like we did with Chilly Nights. And plastic time. Smudge, smudge, smear. Woo! Okay. There we go. Ready to go. Wipe off the plastic so that I can reuse it as many times as I want. And then we will close this up. And yo, chilly nights. So this happened a couple of, we'll talk about this when it dries, but this happened a couple of times last year where when I put the ink blob down, the ink from the previous page kind of bled through, and it's kind of reactivated the previous page. That red horizon did not want to dry. I don't think it dried all day. Anyways, staying on target, I have the tree here, and we will get to building, and I will see you in a minute. All right, well, that was an adventure. I think I still got it despite not having instructions. So it just is basically the layer before, only with slightly different decorations on the top. So yeah, I am calling that a win. I'm claiming victory and setting it aside until tomorrow and hoping that doesn't happen again. Whew. All right. However, that did give me plenty of time to let these dry. Yeah, those Star Brights sure do go quickly. What am I saying? These Star Brights sure are really shimmery. Wow. Anyways, good morning, everyone. Let's flip through really quickly. Let's look for chilly nights because I think Solar Storm is similar. It's got some shimmer. It's got some purple tinge. I think Nightfall feels very similar. I think this was a chameleon last year. Let's go to Stargazer, which is another blue-black shimmer. This is one of my favorites from that year. I always think of, I can't remember if it's Glacier or Blizzard. Blizzard should be, there we go. I think Blizzard is the Star Bright. Then we have Upon a Star, which I think I may have swatched twice. This is not Ruby Blues. This is Ruby Blues. This is 2021. But Upon a Star is kind of similar, right? Yeah. But I think one of the things that they're doing is they see, Silent Night, I think, is a standard, and it looks like it's very similar to the base of this. I think Chilly Nights is a little bit more purple. Maybe almost exactly Midnight Hour. Maybe Midnight Hour is just a teensy bit warmer. We're almost done with that. None of these really fit. Best Wishes is green. But now we are going to flip through real quick to look for something that looks like Aquarius Whispers, because I think there are actually quite a few. Like Yuletide is similar. Yuletide, I think, is a little bit more blue. I think a lot of these are going to be a little bit more blue. Sub-Zero is definitely blue. It's also a shimmer. Thunderbolt isn't, but sure does look it. And then Velvet Emerald, which is what I thought of when it went down, but Aquarius Whispers dried a lot more green. And then the one that I'm really thinking of is Blue Peppermint, which is a shimmer, but also Bliss, which I believe is a standard. Bliss is very much blue, and Aquarius Whispers is very much not. That's pretty well in the turquoise range. So let's pull out my non-Inkvent and see what I've got in the teals. All my teals I have either already shared, so actually let me pull out Sooty Shearwater, Appetite, and the 2022 Pen Show exclusive from Sailor. These are all a lot more blue than Aquarius Whispers. But I can't tell them apart. By that I mean I can't tell them apart from each other. There's a little bit, it's kind of like copper patina. I think these are really going to be it from the ones that I have not already shown. Yeah, I think that it is a beautiful ink. So let's go ahead and put these away so that I can get to this blue black. The funny thing about these three inks is I got them all at the same pen show, and I did not realize that I had done it until I got home and I pulled them out and I was swatching them and I looked at them and I went, oh no, I was not paying attention. So for Chilly Nights, I'm going to bring out Eclipse, which I think is too dark, but we're gonna compare anyways. So these are from my blacks, and now I am looking through my blue blacks, and of course one of the first ones we are going to pull out is Shinkai. That is very much what that blue makes me think of. I think 4B, which is the Bungu Box Blue Black, is it's a little bit more teal than Chilly Nights, and obviously doesn't have does not have the shimmer. I think that's it. I think all the others are just really, really bright blues or a lot more teal. So I think, honestly, the closest one, so Diamine Eclipse, you can see it's got a little bit of cool undertones in the light parts. It may be really hard to see on camera. This is one of my blacks. It's one of my favorite blacks. And then Thunderstorm is also, it's a really dark gray, but is also one of my favorite inks. It's really difficult to tell from this angle if you can see that. For B, like I said, it's just a little bit too, a little bit more teal than Chilly Nights. But Shinkai, I think that this is really close to Shinkai. So we can call Chilly Nights Shimmer Kai. Because Shinkai has just the faintest bits of sheen. Am I going to make you sit through me putting these back? No, I made you sit through the other one, so I won't do that. So, all right, that is December 10th. It was a little bit of an adventure. I am not looking forward to editing this because it is another doozy. But I tried to stay on target. So, I will see you tomorrow.